Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I've been thinking what I wanted to teach this week, and in my meditations, I got a huge nudge to talk about the art of allowing. From my meditations, from what I looked into, it seems that a lot of people are really focused on relationships. Now, please note that this technique that I'm going to teach, and it's super simple. It doesn't matter if it's love. It doesn't matter if it's relationships, career. But in my meditations, I see that a lot of people are really, really, really focusing on relationships. And that doesn't have to be romantic. It could be healthy family relationships, relationships with your children. It's really about the emotional body. I do channeling work. And what I heard was that a lot of people have, and I don't know, anybody that follows Abraham Hicks will understand the terminology that I'm using. A lot of people have their manifestations in escrow, which means a lot of you have done incredible work. Visualizing, affirming, vision boards, cord cutting, huge changes in your life that you're trying to make in order to align with whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Hi guys, thank you for joining. And I will take questions afterwards. I'm just going to walk us through this because I do love to interact and answer what I possibly can. Now, everyone knows about manifesting, but nobody pays attention, and I don't know why, to the art of allowing. We can manifest all day long. But if you're not good at receptivity, you won't see your manifestations. It doesn't mean you're not doing a good job. All of you are. In my cards that I pulled, in my channeling work, it seems a lot of the people that are going to watch this, they're already ready to receive. A lot of you guys have done the work and it's just needing to come in. It's like someone's knocking, but you don't know how to open the door. So today I'm going to teach you really simple meditation to open up the heart. Because what's happening is everyone knows the mind is electric, but the heart is magnetic. So even though we visualize and we can see and we affirm, we have to feel. We have to open up. The electromagnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times greater than the mind. So in order for us to bring these manifestations in, I need to open up your heart just a little bit. From what I heard, once you do this, and guys, take it, what resonates, leave what doesn't. But a lot of manifestations are going to happen very, very quick. All that the universe is waiting for is open up so they can get in. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the art of allowing, and then we're going to jump into the meditation. Anybody that wants to participate or is looking to do this later, if possible, grab a pen and paper as well. And don't worry, if you're like, I'm in the car, don't even worry about it. Do it later. It's okay. But if you have it, get it. Okay, so the art of allowing. So manifesting is the creative aspect, right? We visualize, and anything that's focused on any particle, look in quantum theory, quantum physics, anything you focus on long enough starts to create from nothing to particle to physical manifestation. But allowing something in is the most vital part. Now, when we do manifesting, I call it manifestation lag time. You might do a manifestation project with a friend and realize they got their manifestation in 3 weeks and it took you 3 months. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Just your ability to focus and energetically align with the same thing might be a little bit more, it's not as aligned as quickly as perhaps a friend, but that's okay. It's easily trainable. So the art of allowing is allowing things to come in. Now, if anybody out there is not good at receiving compliments, asking for help, if somebody offers to buy you free coffee, you're like, no, I'm good. If there's anybody like that, say yes, because that's allowing. That has to do with worthiness. That has to do with, yes, I deserve this. Yes, I'm enough. So when you think about it, if you have a hard time, let me somebody compliments your food, and you're like, no, it's always too salty. You have a hard time accepting that you're good enough. You have a hard time accepting that you're worthy of those things. So when you think about, if I can't accept a compliment, if I can't accept a free cup of coffee, how am I going to accept something as large as a human being, as my soulmate, as a child, as a collaborator at my business, as a car, as a house? Those are larger energetic beings, right? So first things first, guys, I would highly practice just simplistic, simple things. Accepting compliments, accepting help. Just say thank you. Every time you want to rebuttal, and it takes practice, just thank you. I know it might be uncomfortable at first, but let's just practice that out a bit. Okay. And I just really want to stress, when I was doing the meditation prior to this, I was really, really guided that a lot of you guys are already lined up. We just need to open the door. So once we do this, I'm super excited for a lot of you. the things start coming in pretty quickly. A lot of the cards I pulled are rapid, fast, instantaneous, sudden movement forward, boom, 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 boom. So be prepared. Let's open up. Let's try this out. Simple meditation. Of course, don't do this when you're driving. Don't do this when you're operating something. But it's simple. And just come back to this later. When you guys do this, it's not a one-time thing. Just like anybody who did my cord cutting, you have to do it many, many times, but you don't have to do it indefinitely. You just have to open the door long enough to let it in. You don't like say, hi, come in, and whack, slam it closed. You let it open. And you just have to do this once a day. It's super simple, and it might seem kind of contradictory in nature. So anybody who's done manifesting, you know that you visualize what you want. Like maybe, let's say, a house. You visualize the feeling like, ooh, it feels so good in my house. And you hold it. Now, when it comes to manifesting, you're not, anybody that follows Neville Goddard, and if you don't, incredible work. Or anybody has followed Dr. Wayne Dyer, love him. You wouldn't have heard of Neville. You don't want to think of your manifestation. You want to think from your manifestation, not of, from, as if you are already here. Right? And so when we try to manifest, sometimes it's really difficult. Some people are like, well, how can I know what it feels like to be married, to be a millionaire, to this? And that's where they get stuck in the allowing. That's the problem. They're struggling super hard to feel from. And you might get there. But little secret, guys, you don't have to think about your manifestation all the time to allow it in. Actually, the best thing is do your visualization, do your little thing, and leave it. What you need to do is open your heart, stay in the feeling of. So let's say relationships. I'm trying to attract my soulmate, right? There's a lot of anxiety when people do that. And don't tell me there's not, because I know there is. And you're like, I'm not going to think from lack. I'm going to think from it. Great. But when you think of relationships, and the cards I pulled, there's a huge focus on that right now. It doesn't have to be romantic. But when you think of that, if anybody got a piece of paper and pen, please work with me on this, okay? It's really important. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, what is the feeling? Is it peace? Is it security? Is it contentment? Is it happiness? Is it fulfillment? Is it excitement? Is it joy? Take your time, write about 3 emotions, 3 or 4. And if you have a ton, write them all down. But let's get into the feeling really quickly, because we need to do this for the meditation, and because all of you guys are doing something different or trying to manifest something different. I need you to kind of identify the emotions individually that you're trying to evoke. Maybe it's, I just feel so fulfilled, or maybe it's, I feel so much joy, or I feel so much love, or I feel so accomplished. And it doesn't matter if it's a relationship, if it's a car, if it's a house. I need you to identify what feeling. Just bear with me. And you guys can even type it. Type it out if you want to, like love and this and this and this. Get it out there. And then we'll answer questions at the end. But please take your time. When you do this work, when you do any kind of manifesting work, and that includes the art of allowing, don't rush. Don't rush. Because you get what you ask for, and you kind of half-ass it, pardon my French, but it happens, it's happened to me many times. So take a second. When you guys have that feeling, so I'm just going to go with, as an example, doesn't mean that's what you're doing, but I'm going to go with love because it's the easiest, right? Maybe you want to feel joy. Maybe you want to feel warmth. Maybe you want to feel something like that, okay? Just identify it. That's all I need you to do. Because what we're going to do, guys, in order to allow something in, you just have to identify with the emotion. You don't have to think of your manifestation. This makes it faster, and it allows a lot quicker. There's less struggle. So people think, I have to visualize my partner or that car. No, you don't. No, you don't. You just have to embody the emotion. Remember, 5,000 times greater electromagnetic field than the mind. So the feeling. So example can be, if you want to feel like warmth and love, does anybody have a niece or a nephew or a child or a fur baby that they can think of that makes them feel just so much love and so much joy? Something you already have, something that you already, that's why the art of gratitude is so effective. It's the emotion you feel. So everybody, I just want you to identify something that gives you something similar. It doesn't have to be exact, but it must open up the heart. So let's say you're trying to manifest a career. And the idea is, I feel accomplished, I feel successful, I feel secure because you don't have to worry about money. Think of any time that you might have felt that. Anytime, it doesn't matter. Maybe your graduation day, maybe your parents are really proud of something that you did around the house, maybe you did that marathon, you're like, hell yeah, I did it. Identify something, any memory that brings that up. And if you guys want to just create one, that's fine, but be careful with the creation of the feeling, because it kind of has a similar like resistance when we're having a problem with allowing. When you have already experienced something, it already is, and it's easier to open up the heart. Okay, so I want everyone to identify something, and I'm gonna just jump into the meditation. We just have to open up the heart chakra long enough, and when you resonate there, the universe will attract anything like it, including the manifestation that's already in escrow. It's already here. You guys already did the work. Stop pounding against the door. So many people are like, I've been visualizing for 30 days, listening to binaural beats, doing my vision board, doing this, which, by the way, all amazing. But if we don't open, no go. Okay, so feel what it is that, identify what it is you want, identify the feelings that are like it, and I just want everyone to pick a memory. And guys, don't worry, like I'm not have any successful memories. Sometimes a successful memory, like for me, I'm like, oh, I got up, I actually went to the gym, I walked the dog, I finished this, like, yes, accomplished. Or if you guys are trying to manifest a romantic relationship, I would steer away from any romantic memories. I would focus on the friendships, family, fur babies. I would focus on those. And you might be like, well, Angel, those aren't romantic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've already done your visualization work. It has to do with the feeling. I cannot stress this enough. Okay? So everybody has it. Let's get started. Super simple. I'm just going to guide you in focusing. Now, I want to let everybody know, breathe. Prana comes in on the in-breath. Energy comes in on the in-breath. That's why when we're stressed, we like hold our breath, like it's anxiety. The more you breathe, the more your aura expands. The more your aura expands, the more that it magnetizes and pulls in. Like when people are really scared, the aura is like very, very thin. The aura is very thin and it's very close to the body. Ain't gonna touch much, you know? Breathe in and out. So let's begin. Sit down, no laying down. That's another thing. Everyone's like, well, the person leading the meditation said I could lay down. Number one, you're probably gonna fall asleep. Number two, when you lay down, especially in your bed, the energy of our beds are very like, ooh, you know, I need feeling. So sit up. If preferable, feet on the ground. We release through the feet, and we're going to breathe to release any stress from the body. Palms face up. We project through our hands. So unless we're consciously running energy, let the energy come up. Don't put it on your body just yet, because if you're trying to release stress and you're like holding on, you're running it right back in. Okay? So just take a deep breath. I want you guys to get comfy, feet on the ground. Palms face up. And preferably, guys, eyes closed. Okay? Now, if you're one of those people that imagine better with your eyes open, that's okay. But preferably eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to do this a couple times. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I need to pump up your aura a little bit. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. With your left hand, please tap your heart 3 times. With your right hand, tap the top of your head 3 times. Keep breathing. We're activating the chakras. Just keep on breathing. Now I need you guys to gently visualize energy coming through the top of your head. Keep breathing and filling your entire body with light. Don't struggle. Real simple. We can imagine a waterfall. Imagine white or gold or even blue. Just as you breathe in, the energy comes in. And as you breathe out, all tension releases. If on the out breath, you want to imagine gray smoke or something to represent the stress, that's fine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Keep visualizing. Deep breath in. That beautiful light coming through the top of your head, filling your head and your neck, your arms, your chest. Breathe in. Your abdomen, your sex center. Breathe in. Down your legs and out of your feet into the ground. Keep breathing. All the way down. Energy follows intention. This might seem like a simple visualization, but it is so much more than that. Keep breathing. Don't struggle. If there's any part of your body you're noticing it's hard to fill up light in, just make a little mark in your mind and keep going. And down. Now I want you guys to take your right hand and I want you to imagine those words that we spoke about. You can imagine the word love, joy, success, peace. Don't struggle. Whatever comes to your mind, imagine that word in your hand. Maybe it's written on a beautiful seed. And I just want you to think about that word. Take a deep breath in. Just repeat it in your head. No struggle. No struggle. And I want you to say, I am, and then that word that you're focusing on. Again, I am. Again, I am. I want you to take that beautiful word in your right hand and I want you to put it on your chest and imagine it sinking into your heart center and leave your hand there. Keep saying it. I am. It could be I am love. I am successful. I am married. I am happy. I am joy. It's okay if your heart is racing a little bit. Breathing a lot like that will do that. Now I want you to clear your mind's eye. Just a blank canvas. Just take a deep breath. And that memory we discussed, you selecting, it can be a birthday, it can be with your family, your friends, when you traveled to Paris, whatever it was. I want you to bring up that memory. Bring it up. I don't want you to look at the memory. I want you to stand in the memory. How does it look outside? Is it night? Is it day? How does the room or the space you're occupying smell? What are the sounds you hear? Take a deep breath. Smile. What are you wearing? How does everybody around you, or that one person, or that scenario look and feel? Just live it. Just relive it. If you're laughing in it, feel yourself laughing. If you're hugging, feel the arms around you. If you're doing a fun dance, feel your legs and the ground beneath you. Feel it all. Repeat your affirmation. I am the word. As you're living this beautiful memory again, as simple or as detailed as it is. Repeat your affirmation. Feel that love. Feel that joy, that contentment, that peace. I am. Again, keep breathing. I am. In your word. I want you to look around you one more time in this memory. And I want you to think, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then again, I am and your word. Again, I am. One more time, I am and your word. And so it is, and so be it. Now, just as quickly as you jumped in, I want you to jump out of the meditation. Rub your heart a little bit with your hand. And take a deep breath. It does not take a long time to manifest, nor does it take a long time to allow. Some people feel they have to be in meditation for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and don't wrong. That's really good to meditate. When it comes to manifesting, it's more about the quality of the focus and the emotion than it is about the time. It's better to have 4 minutes of really pure, loving emotion than it is to have 15 minutes of struggle and back and forth. You know? So how did everybody like that? It don't have to focus on the actual manifestation. From what I heard in my channeling, most of you already finished that. It's in escrow. We just have to open. So I'm doing this as I was guided to do. If anybody has questions on this, let me know. And it could be different. When you guys do this every day, do it when your conditioner is setting. Do it when, you're sitting in traffic. I mean, maybe that's not the best. I don't want you to zone out. Maybe get to work 5 minutes early. Just a few minutes throughout the day. Think of that awesome memory. And it's better if the memory is kind of unrelated to your manifestation. Because when you manifest, you need to let go. You need to practice non-attachment. That's the problem. We manifest and we get really excited. And then as the day goes on, we unconsciously start thinking about the lack of not happy. So just detach. And it's better to emotionally elate yourself with a memory or an idea that has nothing to do with it, because it's not stressful. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter, guys. Do this every day for a couple days and watch. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are like, we're in a waning moon. Guys, we're manifesting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't matter. Always manifesting. Now, it's true that manifesting is always easier or helpful in a waxing moon because the energy is building. That is true. But moon phase or not, we're always manifesting. So it might as well be focused, right? It's great. I took some notes really quick. Now, anybody grab those the paper and pen that I asked earlier? Now, I want to tell you a couple of different things. Now, the I am affirmation, anybody knows, or anybody that does manifesting might know that I am is supposed to be the name of God, divine, universe. It is an extremely powerful statement. So try not to criticize yourself with that because it manifests quickly. So I am those things. Now, anybody that ever studies Tesla will understand the magic of 3, 6, and 9. So we did 3 before, 3 in the beginning, and 3 at the end. 3, 6, 9 total. It has a magical quality to it. Now, if you guys are trying to manifest, I know that this was the art of allowing. Allowing is being in alignment, but don't focus on it. Just be in alignment with the emotion. Now, if you guys have pen and paper, before you go to bed, I know it sounds simple, guys, but it's super powerful and it's really effective. You can do it right now. So that I am joy. Well, that's a great affirmation. But before you go to bed every night, I would suggest using whatever it is you're trying to manifest. You might be, I am in a happy and healthy romantic relationship. I am a successful entrepreneur. I am the owner of this kind of car, all paid off. Whatever your affirmation is, write it. Now, normally people will say like 9 times. You know what I do? I literally write my affirmation until there's no more space on my page. And your hand hurts. Trust me, it hurts after a while. Write it every single night before you go to bed. Guys, come back later in the comments and tell me of the magic that happens when you do that. That's another little just tidbit for that. Is it his formula? He talks about the magic of frequency and energy in 369. There's so much information. I just Google it, guys. It's great. I just wrote some notes on my channeling really, really quickly. Besides the breath work, things are going to move pretty fast, is what I understand. So that feeling of being fulfilled, that feeling of being filled up, it's a practice of non-resistance. The art of allowing is just the practice of non-resistance. So every time you find yourself with your manifesting, stop, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. I'm going to at some point teach you guys candle work, because candle work is super fast. And anybody who's ever done any of my workshops, I always include candle work, but that definitely has to be done on a waxing moon. No, it's okay. Do I have to fill up the page? If you, some people, this is a tiny notebook, right? Somebody about big ones. If you have a huge notebook, I say 9 times. Write the affirmation 9 times. But I'm like an overachiever when it comes to manifesting. So I'm like filling it up like crazy, you know, but at least 9 times. Try that out, and just be conscious. Manifesting, it really is an art form. Now, is there any questions anybody might have for me regarding allowing, manifesting, energy? I'm so sorry. I just want to scroll through this. I usually read this. So I've been reading it. I'm super excited about it. But does anybody have any questions? If there's no questions, 9 times every day. Okay, the 9 times was the writing. But if you guys do that allowing, that memory, that fun, like I always think of my niece, because I love her so much, you know. I do the I ams 9 times. But please, if trying to keep count of your I ams is messing with you staying in the energy field, screw it. Don't. What's more important is your emotions. So if you're not good at that, it's okay. Don't be like, you know, like just feel it. That's what's most important. Most important. But if throughout the day you're really good at affirmations, like when you're in the car, when you're at work, yes, definitely at least 9 times. You know, 7 is also a magic number. I was just talking more about Tesla, but guys, whatever feels right. That's just what I do. I saw something, trying to allow in a relationship that suddenly disappeared. So what I will say about manifesting, guys, especially relationships, because I really got a huge message that a lot of you are trying to manifest relationships right now. And I think it's great. And then, girl, guys, all of us, right? But it's really about allowing. Oh, that's another thing they had said. Sorry, last channel message here. They said, please, in this practice of non-attachment, and we're practicing the art of allowing, try your best, guys, to not attach to how it's going to manifest. The fact that they told me this is letting me know it's going to manifest differently than what you're thinking, but differently isn't bad. Differently could be really, really good. So someone just commented, I'm trying to allow a relationship that just disappeared. Know that what's meant for you cannot pass you. It's soul contracts. But they might bring in somebody better, and you might be like, oh, you never have it where you're like, I'm so happy that didn't work out. You know, it's something along those lines, guys. So if let's say you're trying to manifest a partner, and all you're getting really bombarded with a lot of work, and you're like, damn it, I'm trying to manifest a partner, not more work. How do you know that in your work, you're not going to meet your partner? Or how do you know that, like, I'm really busy this week, I can't even go out, darn it, I'm not going to be able to go out and potentially meet somebody? You can meet them at the market. You can meet them walking to the mailbox. There is this one story. It's incredible, guys. A lot of people feel like it has to look a certain way or be a certain way. Not at all. There is an incredible story. This guy went on this awesome surfing like tour of these islands, like these remote islands, like off of New Guinea, off of New Zealand. Like no one inhabits these places. But him and his surfing group were catching waves. He went to this island that they only catch the waves, this tiny little island. I don't even think anybody lives there. They go there just for the water. And he runs into this woman, like this. And it just so happens that this woman lives in California, where he's from. And they're off this tiny island that nobody lives on, off the coast. I think it's New Guinea, something really random, right? They hit it off. He goes off on his surfing. She goes off on whatever she was doing. They meet back up in California like a month and a half later, date. Long story short, they're married. If the universe can bring your partner to a remote, uninhabited island off of the coast of New Guinea, guys, Trust me, the universe can bring you your partner almost anywhere. My point being, have faith. Have faith. You just have to align. That's it. Allow. Non-attachment here. Okay. So when you're doing these manifestations, try not to think of a certain person, or try to give it a little wiggle room. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Maybe the desire seem to guilt or feeling guilt about having it. Yeah, it can be. And if you're trying to manifest something and you're struggling with the vision, you can feel guilty for having. You can feel all of us, guys, all of us have feelings of unworthiness, fears of not being good enough, imposter syndrome, right? So you still do have to do the visualization work and place your order with the universe with what you want, write it down, visualize, feel it. But when it comes to allowing, you already threw it out there. Now you just have to align with the feeling. And that is what kind of helps you release resistance to that manifestation. Feel whatever feels good. Maybe it was your last birthday. Maybe it was traveling. Maybe it was getting that awesome new outfit that you felt great in. Whatever it is, if confidence is what you're trying to manifest. Just identify the emotion. That's the most important part. Because if you're trying to do like a job and you want to feel successful and accomplished, maybe don't. Peace is not bad, but there are different resonance, different frequencies of vibration. Yes, exactly. Plus, yes, exactly. Illumination coaching says, plus when you focus on the feeling, you can attract way more things than you originally intended. Yes, it is like a 3-for-1. So when I say you're manifesting your love partner, but you might have forgot that 6 months ago you were trying to manifest darn, I wish I had a raise. And 3 months ago you forgot that you're like, gosh, universe, I would really love this car or something like that. But now you're just trying to focus on one thing. But by opening that door, by opening the heart is what's really important, because that's the magnetic. That's what attracts. That's what allows in. Not this is what creates it. This is what allows it. The heart. Right? So you're like, yes, I got my partner, but oh my God, I got the raise and I got that new car. Like, whoa, same thing. It's just allowing. Thank you, Elimination Coaching. Very good point. Let's see. You met your husband at a Taco Bell. Do you see? Like, guys, it doesn't matter. She said she met her husband at Taco Bell 12 years ago. Thank you, Fit Goddess. That's an amazing example. So don't worry about how things have to look. Just feel. Just feel. Okay, and when you guys can go back and do this again and again, see, it was like what? It was like 5 minutes. But what's really important is that breath work in the beginning. Okay, please don't skip that. And the reason being is you're trying to feel good, but maybe you just got out of a meeting and you're like, let's not mix up vibrations. Let's breathe. Imagine the energy coming through the body. Let's breathe out the stress, breathe out. We want a nice blank slate. It's like trying to draw a picture over a picture. It's kind of muddled, Okay, guys, I hope this served you. If you guys have any questions, you guys are welcome to send me messages. My link is down below. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I know with this waning moon, the energies have given us just a tad of a freaking break. And it's just allowing that meditation and that practice, guys. I hope this serves you. And I'm really excited for a lot of you, because I trust my channeling and I trust the divine when they speak to me. So I know a lot of you guys have a lot of things coming in. We just got to open up and allow it. So don't feel that your manifestation is not working. It is working. We just got to open the door. Okay. I hope this serves you guys. I will speak to you next week. Take care. Have a beautiful weekend.